Let's see who shows up. What do we got? Nobody's here. Just me. What's going on, guys? It looks like I'm in a tunnel today with the way this is set up. You can just barely see the wall over there. Let me fix that. There you go. That's better. So, hey, what's up, BBM? What's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. How's everything? Jay Guitars is in the house. How's it going? Nice. Nice. People are showing up. I like this. People showing up is a good thing. Tired as hell. Is that because you've been spending money? Or I know it's too early to be doing like record level or record numbers of fret jobs. We got 4 people, 5 thumbs up. So that's 3 new ones. What we got? TSA, what do you say? How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Let me check and see what this is. I see that this is in tune. Yeah, that and cooking for Patty. Oh, okay. You're the chef of the future. Well, I guess you wouldn't be the chef of the future, right? You're basically my age, so you'd be the chef of the now. Come on. Excuse me. So, what's going on, guys? Sausage and peppers. I'm the chef of the past. That's what in my early 30s. At least you're the chef of something, right? Guitar pick. Here we go. Metal pick. So what's going on, guys? Just wanted to do a hangout today and catch up with everybody, see what everybody was doing. So did everybody catch my excuse me, look at me talking twice. Did you guys happen to catch my community post about the getting backed up with the videos again? Good reason for it this time. I upgraded. The PC. So between doing a little editing today and moving things around, I'm getting ready to actually set up the PC, the new PC tonight before I go to bed, so that I can spend all day tomorrow ironing out the wrinkles and getting back on track. So channel's going to start moving a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully the channel starts moving a little bit more. PC's got a lot more power than the one I'm using. I'd say it's got to be like 5 times more powerful than what I'm currently using. This one's so backed up with bullshit and other stuff in it. I got to clean it out. See if I can't salvage it for some reason. But that's another conversation. T's Guitars. What's going on? What we got? Keep pedaling. It will move. Yep, that's right. Keep pedaling. It'll move. Yep. So, yeah. So just upgrading the PC. Next will be pro level cameras. Those will be coming probably in the next 6 months. Hopefully in the next 3 months. And things will start getting prettier around here. So what's going on with everybody? Who's this? Times haven't caught much YouTube lately. The wife takes a bit more of my time lately. Yeah, you're the caretaker, right? How's she doing? JMK's in the house. What's going on? I texted Ted this morning, and we'll touch base further as needed. Okay, cool. How you doing? I'm guessing by now he's got the guitar. If he was asking me for your number. So, yeah. So that's cool. So we can give you guys a quick update on what's going on with that. Baby Boy Mulligan has finished his updates on the Leo James LP and upgraded the pickups, upgraded the tuners, given it a full setup, cleaned the frets and all that. And now it should be at Ted's. What I know is at Ted's is the Leo James kit guitar that I won from the Ball Shredder. JMK just finished what he was doing with the guitar, and it is now at Ted's. So, and Jade is just about finished with the finish on the guitar I sent them. So that's gonna be awesome. I got a sneak peek. On that one. I can't wait to see what's going on with the swell finish that they came up with, plus the pickups and everything, and it's nice. It's going to be cool. It's going to be unique, and it's going to kind of like it's going to unify. You know what I mean? The pickups go with the finish, that kind of thing. Even though it's kind of a swell finish, definitely cool. So keep an eye out for that stuff. All going to Ted's within the next month. You should be seeing it on Ted's channel. He's not going to be home for at least another week. He's traveling. But when he gets back, he's going to start working with these guitars. So you'll see him do his thing on each of these guitars in turn, probably sometime, like I said, by the end of the month. And then after that, they'll be off to Fretnot. And that's where you guys can win them. But you guys know that. 7 people here. What's going on, everybody? We got 6 likes. So, yes, T's Guitars, it's good to see you, too. So, anybody who's interested, I just recently redid the logo for the T's Guitars merch. And most of the merch now, all the pertinent merch has the new updated logo. So, if you wanted to get a hat, now is a good time. A shirt, all that stuff has a new logo with a larger center. T's Guitars is in the center of the logo there, and that whole area has been expanded so that you can see it better. And it's a nice. I think it's nice. It's clean. So, who's that? Johnny Bean's in the house. How you doing, sir? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. I was glad I stopped by your show today. So, looking forward to us having conversations. Strings and Picks is in the house. What's going on? How's it going? So, with T's Guitars here, that brings up something. I was actually over there today because I wanted to see what was going on as far as what's sold out. And it looks like, I believe 4 of them are sold out already. 4 colors are sold out. So if you guys were thinking about pre-ordering, now's the time. Okay, especially since they're getting ready to start. They need to start knowing now about specifics on pro setups and all that stuff. moving forward, right? I'm sure they're going to be getting in touch with people soon. If you've already pre-ordered a pro setup, you're probably going to be getting an email or a text message or something where they ask you the specifics of the setup that you want. All right. So again, if you haven't done all that yet, guys, now is a good time to be getting that, pre-ordering that guitar, because these guitars are going to sell out like crazy. This is not a monstrous shipment, and these guitars are awesome. They are gorgeous, and people know this already. They know how good they are already, and they haven't even hit the shore. That's why they're selling out. So if you're here and you haven't heard about what's going on with these guitars, just go teesguitars.com and check it out. All right. And my pick of what's left is Emerald Green, although I think that's going to be gone real soon. That and the Boomer Blue. I think the Boomer Blue is just about sold out. You know what? I may have overspoke. I think when I went there, 3 were actually sold out, and based on conversations, there's only a couple left in the blue and a couple left in the Emerald Green. But more than half of these guitars are sold out, like in numbers. So get them now, okay? Took the day off today. It's too humid to do anything. Yeah. Corn Sweat. Yeah, you were telling me about Corn Sweat. We're going to be busier than a rooster in a hen house. Yeah. I'm sure. That's going to be sometime within the next 2 weeks, I believe, right? I should be getting an email soon about when mine's going to be coming. So we've been calling. You guys, look at that. Tees Guitars, you guys have been calling people who have all that information for you. You've been calling them to get the specifics. That's even more direct. Who else does that, guys? Nobody does that. Just Torsten. Yeah, Strings and Pucks. He does good. Strings and Pucks. He does some good setup videos. I've been impressed. So, do you do your logo designs by hand? No, I can't draw a straight line. I've gotten pretty good at working on things with, with all the usual software. But I just dabble with that too. No significant training. I had a couple classes in college on Photoshop, but that was like 2008. And things have gotten significantly more advanced since then. So, and I never really used a whole lot of it then. But yeah, I can still play around with things. So I'm looking forward actually to being able to do more now that I have a more powerful PC. Something a little more update. That mine is just chugging along because you got to keep tossing coal in it. It's kind of like at that point, it just kind of come on, smack it on the side every once in a while. It's getting to that point. So, but I just realized when I get my new Tees guitar, I'm gonna have Christmas colors, red and green. I don't know. So what's going on, everybody? Oh, Baby Boy Mulligan, you have a new song up, don't you? Bought them some new crayons. Moved to Michigan. Yeah, BBM is what BBM is saying is true. He's going to be coming by here the day, and he could spend like the whole day here or the bulk of it. He'll shoot a video or two, and he can help me wire up a few things. And he'll shoot for him. We'll shoot for his channel, and we'll shoot for my channel. So Yeah, that should be cool. This camera like sucks right here. Is that listen? Is this better or is this better? You know what? Let me lower it. It's right in my face. Well, that seems to help. I good logos. I have zero art inclination. I always need help. Ah, well, strings. It's just really basic shapes, right? And knowing certain like basic rules, like when you're designing, like artist. If you could find graphic arts for dummies or something like that, uh, just by going through one book while playing around with something, a soft piece of software, or even just going online and using something that's available for free online, you'll get the hang of it in no time because it's really not that hard. For example, when you make a thumbnail, you can either the idea is to either divide it in half, so you have two colors, or you divide it into thirds, or visibly you're going with the idea of something in the front and something in the back, something like that. And there's approaches, and you get into a mindset and you apply that things that way, and then suddenly you got something decent. Your son did your logo. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong when I say this, because if you're designing your own logo from scratch, that's a different issue. That's something different altogether. You know, uh, that you got to have some artistic sensibilities, and still knowing some of those rules really does help, right? Like, because people, if you don't know that, you should probably have no more than two fonts in your logo. Some people go crazy, right? Back in the early days of the internet, anyone could just design whatever they wanted if they knew how to just use Flash, and that made everything on the internet so gaudy looking. Well, I used to do art for my job. That's cool, but now you're retired, so now you do art for free, right? And I just figure as a creative, it's not about it's about continuing to be creative. I love the look of street art. Spray paint look is really cool. Yeah, that's a lot of it. Like especially like text is actually an offshoot of calligraphy, right? Because a lot of it's about taking like the tip of a marker or using the spray stream and turning it different ways to create different thicknesses, and using different tips on the spray bottles to get different amounts in different areas and create different looks. Great Lakes, Illinois. Oh, okay, you guys are chatting up a storm. So why don't we check out what we got here? We're at 18 minutes. BBM, you had a couple of songs recently, right? I actually haven't had time to watch, so maybe we should check one out. You down with that? All right. So what's the newest one? Oh, hey, while I'm waiting for a response, has anybody been over to Facebook, the Tees Guitars page over on Facebook? Torsten's been posting about the new guitar. He recently I saw pictures of the new body, unpainted. What's up, Malachi? How you doing, sir? How's everything going? I think rear view. Not sure I follow. Excuse me. Oh, Rearview. Rearview is the song name. On the phone, not on the computer. Got it. Yeah, I got it. All right, so let me take a look. Hold on, guys. Yeah, Rearview. Let me set it up. I'll come right back. All right, I set up. Yeah, I set up the video, not the audio. How you doing the video? You do AI? You got some kind of free account for AI that you can do that much of it? So my first winter in the up north, I was 1,200 feet up a tower in February in Saginaw, Michigan. 40 miles an hour wind at minus 20. Yeah, Michigan gets freaking cold. That's Canada cold up there. This is true, tease. This is true. Nobody wants to see this review for a whole bunch of reasons, including the fact that as an Irishman, I have no ass. I inherited no ass from my father. Strings and pucks. Got baptized in an outdoor tub. Okay, cool. Congratulations on that. Program, huh? You downloading free AI programs? All right, let me bring this up. Let me set this up, guys, so we got something to do for the next couple of minutes. Let me see.
Welcome back to the channel. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
All right, guys, here we go.
There's a payphone on. New girl by my side. The music's on. Won't look back in the review, baby. Just keep moving with the hammer down. Headed to the best, you're gonna get the body.
Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
In my head and a beautiful blonde. Hold on, playing my guitar, just sing along. I won't live in the review, baby, as long as I got you in the shotgun seat. I won't look back, just keep on moving. Everything else doesn't matter to me, as long as you're in the shotgun seat, girl. I won't look in the reviews. Now it's just you and me. Together I feel free. Won't be looking in the review mirror, 'cause I got nothing left to see. I won't live in the review, baby, as long as I got you in the shotgun seat. I won't look back, just keep on moving. Everything else doesn't matter to me.
We got here, okay?
Shotgun seat, girl. I won't look in the review to see what I left behind is gone. And now it's just you and me. As long as you're in the
Okay, cool.
shotgun
We'll check it out.
seat, girl, be looking in the rearview mirror.
You're not supposed to talk.
'Cause I got nothing left to see. I won't live in the review, baby, as long as I got you in the shotgun seat. I won't look back, just keep on moving. Everything else doesn't matter to me, as long as you're in the shotgun seat, girl. I
How we
won't look in the review to see what I left behind is
All right.
gone. And now it's just you and me. It's you and me.
All right. Not bad. Very nice. All right. Oh, look at that. People are subbing to JMK 2112. Look at that. All right. I'm going to go check that out. I'm going to go get that. All right. What's the name of the song? JMK. By the way, BBM, nice job. Nice job on this one. Your production seems to have gotten quite a bit cleaner. Okay, strengths. If we got a moment, we'll take a look. The band's name is Electromagnetic JMK. I might have to go looking for them. See, of course, I don't get anything that has to do with the band Electromagnetic. So I guess let me use the link. See what happens. There it is. Okay. Just set everything up, guys. Hold on. All right, we got one. And no. Here we go. Okay, I believe this is it, right? Let's see.
time I started my travel. Been lost so many days. I got to start my journey. I got to find my way.
Nice.
As I travel through the madness, I stumble upon my way. Down the road that's been less traveled. It's harder than the road that's paved.
Very cool, JMK.
It's been days since I started my journey. I've many more ahead. All the issues I've unraveled are they're tangled once again. Once again, all issues I've unraveled are tangled again.
John Dodson, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to stop by. Thanks, John. All right, let me get over here. Nice. Nicely done. Let me get back over there, guys. Yeah, man, that was a good one. I like that one, Jam. Line. Uh, that tune is very, you know what I mean? It's a song. Malachi, I saw what you said, and you go ahead, send me whichever you want, man. It's you go ahead, no problem. So, I'm Malachi. How long does it take you to do what you do to a guitar? Because I might be able to send it to you sooner rather than later, and you just don't rush. There's going to be 3 guitars down at Ted's over the course of the next month or so. So doesn't need to be any movement on any other guitars as far as getting them to Ted's before then. You know what I mean? To ever feel like he's working for me. God forbid. He's a nice guy, you know, and he's a preacher. So I wanna treat him right. Yeah, man, BBM. I agree. That was a good song. $15 and $10 shipping. Doesn't that suck? That really sucks. You know, I try and find free shipping as much as I can, but sometimes you just can't, and it gets expensive. Well, you're welcome. So we got 11 people here. We got 10 likes. Pretty good ratio. Almost perfect. So what else I want to talk to you guys about today? There were a couple of things. So TSA. No. Sorry to say, no update on Igor. I'm home tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get in touch with this guy tomorrow. I sent them an email again, and I got nothing. So tomorrow I'm gonna give him another call. I'm gonna call over there directly, and hopefully we can get something going. So Malachi, that's a lot. I picked up shielding paint. I mean, it's a little tub. It's a little tub. It's a 1 ounce tub, like you said. I paid about $8 plus shipping on eBay, and the shipping wasn't more than the. It was. I don't think I paid $15. I think I paid about $12, $13 all in. Oh, you're getting the Leo James flag guitar. The LP model. Pardon me. I guess so, but I only bought some about 6-7 months ago, so I could do the shielding cavity in Igor. Maybe a little longer than that, but yeah. Although, are we really seeing a whole lot of change because of the tariffs? I really don't see a whole lot. And I live in New York, most liberal, woke, fucking terrorist place there is next to California. Oh, your Leo James is going to be there by Saturday? Cool. And yeah, I'm working on the Leo James myself. I'm working on the review. I'm working on the review for the V. And I got to shoot the sound tomorrow, which is going to be interesting because this guitar's got problems, and the end, and then I got to edit it all. I got to get this computer up and running so I can edit it all. So as soon as I do all that, the next video will be up. It's going to be on the Leo James V. It's going to be a review. Although by the time it gets posted, they're all sold out. Although they do have the kits, so you can buy the kits. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I got an aunt who lives up there in Vermont. I got my Aunt Elaine. She lives up there in Vermont, and she's pretty woke. She's been hippie since like birth. When she was a teenager, she used to walk around barefoot in the snow in the 60s. So you're gonna try the Greenie mod again? Half rail pickup in the neck. Okay, that's going to be interesting. I just hope that the humbucker on there, the hot rail, is hot, because that single coil that you're going to be pairing it with is probably not going to be that hot. Ideally, that single coil would be around 6 or 7K, just so it can compete coil for coil with the rest of the complete pickup. But usually they're about 5. It should be interesting, though. You know what you're doing with pickups. I don't need to tell you. So I'm sure you got something good. Yeah, you know what? Watch your delivery, though. The last one that came for me, the IYV, actually, they left it on the bottom of the steps to my house. Now, I got 2 sets of stoop steps leading up to the front of my front door. And by that, I mean there's like a set of like 8 steps, and then it flattens out, and there's concrete walkway. There's a sidewalk for about 2 steps. And then there's the steps leading up to the door. And we usually keep the garbage right next to the steps. This guy left my guitar right there on the edge of the stairs and where we keep the garbage. What the fuck's wrong with you? And I couldn't even say anything. There's no place to complain over at Amazon about where the delivery was. Unreal. You can't bitch. You know what? And that's bullshit. So, me grand folks used to tell me those same stories of having to walk 20 miles barefoot in the snow. Yeah, well, this wasn't about, having to. This was about being. It was part of the lifestyle. You went everywhere barefoot. Didn't matter the time of year. Didn't matter where you lived. Some hippies regularly lost their toes. So, yeah, they were idiots, but they were all about peace and love. The TV representation is pretty accurate in some ways. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass now, though, with the AI and everything. They try to get that to answer everything. I was halfway down that route because I've gotten Amazon involved, and I've spoken to people at Amazon before. But it seems like they've they've lengthened the path to getting someone in. So give you guys a sneak peek. The members saw this. Some of you guys saw this. Members already saw this. This is the next guitar I'm reviewing after I do the V. All right. Yeah, it's got a Floyd Rose. It's got a light carve on the top, thin body. So look for that. But if you can pick one of these up, pick it up. You know, I'm gonna tell you that much now. It's not perfect guitar, but at $157, if you're looking for something that's a bit unique but looks familiar at the same time, this is a good deal because this is actually 25.5-inch scale length. It's got a Floyd Rose. It's an LP style guitar with the, I think, or a Florentine. One of them's a Florentine. It does strings and pucks. It's actually identical to an ESP, right? I think this is probably the safe way to go for factories that, like, at some one point or another, may have actually made the LTD versions of these guitars, because the copyright laws maybe are very different in Asia than they are here. And this is if this is an LTD design or an ESP design, it may be designed than it would be here in the States. How it's, I got the light right in my face as I'm trying to look across it, over it. I love how it's shitting all over the traditionalist Les Pauls. Yeah. That's kind of how it is, right? It's got the Fender scale length, it's got a Floyd Rose, and it still kind of looks like a Les Paul, but not exactly. So it's kind of like, it's a mutant, right? But I like the scale length. I prefer the scale length. So a guitar like this has been on my radar for a while. I've wanted one for a while. And this one is always in and out of stock on iWave at Amazon in this color, just in this color. So I was able to catch it when it was in stock and on sale. And evidently, they've stepped up their game a little bit as far as the quality goes. It's like when they pay attention, because this guitar is pretty. It's one of the best IYBs I've had the experience of owning. Let me just put it that way until I get the whole review out. But overall, man, yeah, if you're looking for something like this, if you have always wanted to play a Les Paul but you got big hands, you want to try it out, that, because it's an idea, right? You know what I mean? It's a new thought, and you don't necessarily want to commit to it and spend a ton of money on a high-end guitar. That's a good option. Yes, I got the string fixed, BBM. It was actually pretty easy. I just unlocked the nut, and then unwound one turn on the one complete revolution on the tuner, and held it in place with my thumb as I pulled the string through, and then locked the nut down again. And now I had about an inch worth of slack, and that was enough. I did have to do something that a lot of times I notice I have to do on Floyd Rose specials, and that is to fold the tip of the string so that there's more for the block to grab onto. Yeah, Malachi, they kind of did. It's in the past, IYB has had QC issues on their own house brand, and this one is very, very different. I'm trying to hold things back because I got the review coming, but this one is very, very different than what I've experienced. So if you guys are looking for a guitar like this and looking for an inexpensive one, this is a good choice. The body is really thin, so it's really lightweight, and I have to adjust to that, right? I go from playing a tease guitar to putting this on my lap, and it's just like, hey, wait, and my arm goes down further, you know, and I go, wait, where's the body? And then, oh yeah, this one's skinny. So, but if you're thinking, you guys are here, yeah, if you're thinking about picking something up like this, IYVs are always a pretty good choice. They can be a bit of a gamble. In the past, they've had some QC issues with their Amazon guitars. Because I think that's because they have to meet a quota at a certain time on everybody else's guitars, right? All the other brands that they do, because they make 3,000, 4,000 guitars a month. And so something's got to give. It's going to be the house brand first, right? But then they still have to commit to keeping the warehouse full at Amazon. So then they end up having to rush a little bit, you know? That's been my experience in the past. But the quality on this one is so high that I feel like it has to be a signifier of a change. I mean, it's a long shot. It's only one guitar, but there's enough of a difference in the quality between this and everything else I've experienced, that I think that they've been stepping up their game the way everybody else has been stepping up their game over the last few years, just to stay competitive, right? Everyone else has got 18-1 or 21-1 tuners now. A few years ago, that wasn't the case. Just 2-3 years ago, that was not the case. And then suddenly, Fesley came out. They had 18-1 tuners. Leo James came out. They had 18-1 tuners, you know? And suddenly, who's got locking tuners on a $200 guitar, and they're 18-1 and 21-1. So, you know, and then the attention to detail gets stepped up. The quality level gets stepped up too. So, so I think they've stepped up their game at least a little bit. The tuners are definitely better than any of the tuners that I've had on any of these IYVs. They're a lot better. So I think that's a sign that this is all about a big QC step up, you know? So if you're looking for something that you want to do custom, yeah, I think they're a great choice. Bullet Shredder's gotten like 4 or 5 guitars from them with no problems. Or if you want to take a shot at something from them from Amazon, yeah, I say go for it, simply because even if you do get something that needs some attention, you're getting a higher quality guitar than most of the other guitars at this price point anyway. Overall, as far as the overall build quality, you know, a true multi-step finish, full thickness bodies, usually, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me catch up now that I've rambled. I can't wait for the review. Yeah, that's going to be about 2 weeks. I want to try and get as soon as I get the the Leo James V posted. Excuse me, guys. As soon as I get the V posted, then I'm going to start the next one. That'll be this one. And by then, I'll probably be putting out some reactions as well to some of these other guitars that I've sent out to be given away and upgraded. And hopefully, not long after that, I'll start doing things with a new camera. Things will start stepping up around here. But anyway, that's another story. The new tuners on the Leo James look like Grovers, so we'll see if I need to put locking tuners on. Yeah, well, at least you know where to get a good set relatively inexpensive, right? You can just hit Torsten up, and I'm sure he'll take care of you. Right? Because I think a big part of the price is the shipping. So, he'd probably tell you, hey, you know what, just give me like $25. They're usually $35, $40, right? And he'd probably tell you, like, hey, give me $25 and take them home. Yeah, no problem, BBM. I caught that. We got 8 people hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're at 55 minutes. Wow, we've gone almost to a whole hour. Nice. Nice. And we're going to do this again tomorrow too, guys. I got time tomorrow. I'm off. Hopefully, I'll have the PC all set up, and I'll be coming live with that. And it'll be a bare bones setup like we've been doing here with this, but that's going to change too. I got OBS, and I'm going to start watching those videos on how to set up OBS, so it's really cool. And I got some other things in the works, a lot of preliminary things. I was actually talking to Johnny Bean about something today. That might come, if that comes out, that it comes to happen, that's going to be cool. But I'll tell you more about that when I know more. All right. By the way, have you guys, any of you guys hang out with Johnny Bean? Because he does a live show. He does a podcast style live show. It is a podcast. It's not just a hangout like this. So what we got? Tell the guys about my new to me Epiphone. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, sure. That's a good one. I have an Epiphone Les Paul Special GT. It's a 24 3/4 inch scale, satin black, LP special, one volume, one tone. Happens to have a 6-point tremolo on it and a kill switch. And that was going to be part of the giveaways, but Baby Boy Mulligan decided he wants to buy it, so he's going to be buying that one from me to do work on it on his channel, and that should be interesting, right? But that won't be for like another month or so, because he's going to be coming down here to work with me on a couple of guitars, help me wire up a couple of things. And we'll shoot some video for him. We'll shoot some video for here on the cave. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll go live. So what do you got? You got a Hondo from the 70s? Okay. If that's a made in Japan Strat, you should run the serial numbers. You got to try and find something out about that if you can, because if it's made in Japan from the 70s, that could have some history behind it. It might be an interesting guitar to be the owner of, for one reason or another. It might be a good entry level, what do they call it? An entry level collector's guitar. One that maybe isn't going to go up too much in value, but something that would be worth having to talk about and collect. Yeah, that just makes for more content for Brother BBM. Yes, it does. And those were great in the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, they actually were. Japanese, after they learned, listen, after we bombed the shit out of them in the 40s, they came back and started learning everything. They started copying everything, and they were reverse engineered everything. Anything we sent them, they reversed engineered, and they learned how to make it. That's why a lot of their cars, because they had a lot of deals going on with England after World War II. That's why a lot of the cars looked like small British cars for a while. All right, but but anyway, so they did that with everything, including guitars. That's why those Teisco Del Reys were actually deceptively good. They were just odd. And then in the 70s, that's when the lawsuit era stuff came out. So that's when things got real interesting. They got really good at making guitars by the 70s. They were taking cameras to shows like NAMM and making great copies. Yes. Yes, they were. They did that. And they would buy out people in the 80s, 70s and the 80s. They were buying out people who owned Les Pauls. And they were paying twice, 2, 3, 4 times what they were worth at the time, so that they can get the right ones and learn how to copy the best versions of these guitars. So yeah, I remember walking into stores and have music stores when I was a kid, and people were talking about selling Gibsons to Japanese investors for $5,000 when they were worth maybe $1,200. You know, and then you hear things like they take these guitars and disassemble them, and then they remanufacture every single screw and bolt, and they count the windings on the coils, all of it, and they make them exactly the same. You know, who Fretnot's in the house? What's going on? How's everything going? We're just hanging out today, talking guitars, man. So I was talking to Ted today. He's got a few of my guitars down there, and he's going to be about half a week before he gets home. He's not home right now, and then he's going to get to it. So you'll be hearing from Ted in a few weeks. We got some hellos for Fretnot right now. Lots of hellos. Yeah, you know, Jade, you actually surprised me a little bit with the color palette you chose, but it was a good one. It ended up being a good one. I like it because it's like things like the pickups are still gonna like really work really well. There we go. Sometimes I speak like Yoda. Misa Mind Crazy, I think. Oh, that's not Yoda. So, and we're at an hour. Yeah, that was Jar Jar Binks, unfortunately. There you go. Malachi's got the right idea. Work well, it will. RJ Banks. There you go. RJ Banks. So, but all right, you know what, guys? Let's call it. I'm going to do this again tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, so we can hang out again. Hopefully, we'll do some stuff. Maybe we'll head on over to T's Guitars and see what's going on over there. I'll see if I can't find out something from Torsten. Maybe we can find out some new nuggets of what's going on with those guitars. And don't forget, oh, yeah, for anyone who didn't hear it in the beginning, Torsten, if you've got a guitar ordered from T's Guitars and you have ordered the pro level setup, keep an eye out for a communication of some sort from T's Guitars about the specifics of the setup that you want. Okay? They're starting to put that stuff together because these guitars are going to be coming in real soon, and he's already sold a ton of them. So he wants to get them out of the shop. He's so desperate, he even hired Baby Boy Mulligan, who I've said congratulations to. I'll say it again. Congratulations, Baby Boy Mulligan. Great job. If I could commit to like traveling 2 hours each way, 1 or 2 days a week, and still get all my editing done, I would do that. I would go up there and do that and learn that with you guys. So I'll be there a few days, I'm sure. Yeah, man, you're going to be there as soon as those things hit. You're going to be there. And hey, if you get invited down on day one when he's got to transport them, get pictures. Okay? Get some video, get some pictures of the pallets. There's going to be 2 or 4 pallets, I think. I forget. No, it's going to be, there's 40 on a pallet. So it's at least 4 pallets. Because he's got at least 160 guitars in this shipment. That's 4 pallets. Right? So if you could try and get some pictures just of the pallets, that would be cool. Anyway, what we got here, Malachi, sounds bloody fantastic to me, brother RJ. Have a great rest of your night. Everyone, yeah, comment section in the live stream. Don't forget to gently saute the like button. Oh, you don't have to saute. You can smash that sucker for me, man. But whatever works. I'll be there. 2 pallets are coming right on the shop, right to the shop. Nice, sweet. Get some pictures, man. I wish I could be there. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can find the time. So we'll see. Anyway, listen, guys, let's call it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I got to get going on this PC. I got to start setting up to move everything over from this one to the hard drive, so that I can migrate it all to the new PC once that's done. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, hopefully the new PC will be up and running, and we'll talk some more. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks. And you guys who are members, thank you. All right. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night.